Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good, they're usually under the radar, not many people talk about them. Think at least you should do your research time for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand from Portugal, which is called Castelbel. And this beautiful brand, their main business is soap and other products similar to soap, like lotions, creams, and things like that in that nature. They have few fragrances in their lineup, not many. I think maybe there are about 6, 7, maybe 4 or 5 for women and men, 4 or 5 for men, 5 for men. So it's like very few in their portfolio. And this beauty came out last year, just a few months ago, and this one is called it's called Portus Cale, and this one is gold and blue eau de toilette, 100 ml. In the United Kingdom you can find it under £40. Look at the presentation, very cute. It's very pretty, very artistic, very chic, and quite on the classical side as well. Beautiful presentation. The bottle is gorgeous. The box is, look at this beautiful design. It's like a Mediterranean mosaic on it, and here we have the same design on the bottle, and the bottle is quite nice. It's got weight to it. The cap is plastic, it's nothing to brag about, and also the spray is not bad. It goes psh, psh, it doesn't go shh, but it's okay, it does the job perfectly. So this one is aimed at unisex, and to my nose is completely unisex, bang in the middle. My wife, she thought this is quite masculine, and I thought it's quite feminine, but you can tell it's bang in the middle. So when two people agree on this something, that is bang in the middle. So it is unisex to my nose, for my taste, for my age, but you have to remember this is very floral fragrance first and foremost, because their main business is soap, and majority of their soaps are floral. So this is in the same vein as their soaps, and it's quite soapy on its own way as well. So let's have soapiness overall. This one, in terms of nose breakdown, it doesn't exist. On their website they say jasmine, pink pepper, and that's it, which is ridiculous. Basically non-existent. They don't want to say what's in here. I smell few things which I'm going to mention in a minute, but first thing first, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems, and this is definitely a hidden gem. And if you want to buy me a coffee, you could do that. I appreciate it very much. I'll leave in the link how you could do that. If you want to buy one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. There are 20 of them in my lineup. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So there are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I'll leave them in the link. They are ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money. They are very mysterious, very unique, very artistic. They are like time capsules. They take you to different places, different times, and they are one of the highest ingredients you can get for a price. I leave them in the link. Thank you for your likes, thank you for your shares, thank you for your comments, thank you for your subscription, which is free by the way, and let's go. Thank you. So in terms of performance, is okay to good, but it's not excellent. On my skin went up to 6 hours, on t-shirt went up to 8 hours. So this is my nose, my experience, my climate, my skin. So for you it could be a little bit different. All right, so 6 hours on the skin, 8 hours on t-shirt. In terms of projection, I get almost 1 hour of an arm length projection, and then it slowly subside, but you always feel it around you. It's quite a good bubble with this good cloud, good bubble. Again, it's not huge. You need to go a little bit heavy on the trigger. I went up to 10, and that was ample enough for me to smell it. By the way, the spray doesn't spray that much, so every 2 sprays of this It's like one normal spray. So you need to go a little bit more with this one. So 10 spray, that was ample enough for me to smell it. And if you want to go outside and people smell you from the other side of the road, probably you need to go more, maybe up to 15 of it. So it is okay to good performance, especially for a fresh fragrance, especially for Eau de Toilette, but it's not a huge performer. In terms of category, they categorize it as a fresh. I would say between fresh to semi-fresh, because it opens up very bright and fresh in the beginning, but later on it gets a tiny bit of darkness in here, which is making it semi-fresh. So it opens up with quite a big citrus. I smell at least bergamot and lemon minimum. So bergamot and lemon to lift it, to give it brightness, to make it quite happy in the beginning. And then you immediately are basically greeted by the florals, and the florals here are white florals. Mainly the biggest player by far is the jasmine, and after jasmine is lily of the valley, and after that is orange blossom, and at the end tiny bit of tuberose as well. There is an Indolic fill in here which makes a hint of animalicness, just a smidgen of it. It's not big, but that hint of animalicness and hint of Indolicness, it might give some people a little bit of trouble. Okay, so if you are a person who is sensitive to these things, probably you will pick it up very easy. I love it. I think this is a gorgeous fragrance for me, for my taste, for my age, for my experience. This is a very, very good fragrance overall. So the note breakdown, as I said, it doesn't mean anything. It says jasmine and pink pepper. By the way, I don't pick up pink pepper. I pick up black pepper instead. Okay, let's say it's peppery. It's peppery, especially from the opening to mid. So that you feel the pepperiness. Okay, maybe a little bit of pink pepper in here because you feel some rosiness, and that rosiness probably is coming from the pink pepper. Sometimes pink pepper gives that impression of rose, although it's very, very tiny amounts in here. You don't feel it that much, but the pepperiness is there from beginning to the mid. The spice, yes, this is quite spicy. Apart from the white florals, everything in here is minimalistic. So basically what they done, they put the white florals on top and everything else is underneath them or around them, just to give it a little bit more interesting facets. So everything I mentioned now is going to be tiny bit. Okay, they're not big players. So yes, spicy, especially nutmeg. I get a little bit of nutmeg and also a little bit of cinnamon in here. Maybe some clove in here as well, because it's got a little bit of that warmth, spicy feel to it as well. Little bit of musk overall from beginning to the end is always a little bit of muskiness. Again, it's little, it's not too much. And the sweetness definitely comes from vanilla. It might even have a tonka bean in here, because I definitely distinctly smell nuttiness. So it could be a tonka bean or combination of tonka bean and vanilla to give it that sweetness. The sweetness here is not huge by any means. From beginning to the end, the sweetness is around 6. So if 10 being the sweetest, this is around 6. So it is on the moderate side of sweetness. It's not too sweet. The Indolicness and the tiny bit of animalicness, it will come up later on in the dry down, and if you don't like these things, probably it will give you a little bit of run for your money. So overall, I get a little bit of wateriness into it, and the wateriness in here is quite intriguing. The reason is I can't work it out what kind of water is here. Usually with water or watery aspect or watery notes or watery accords, what you get is either you get oceanic or sea salty, or you get fresh water. Here I cannot work it out. What kind of, the wateriness is there and you pick it up easy, but what kind of water is it? And that's why they call it gold and blue, because the gold is a part of the amber, which is, the amber is quite fluffy in here, quite effervescent, and it's quite nice and little sweet, it's spicy. But the amber in here is not huge. Again, it's just a hint of it here. So the gold name is from the amber, and also the blue name is mentioning, or it is basically trying to say there's a blue note in here, which is to some extent there is a blue note in here, but as I said, it's very strange for me to not pick it up what kind of water it is. It smells like a swamp water in a good way, it's not in a bad way. So yeah, so it's not oceanic, it's not fresh water either, it's like in the middle somewhere. Woods, there are woods in the base, but the woods are very very clean and very very underperforming or underrated or under basically in the background, okay? And that is a cedar and sandalwood together to making a little bit of woodiness. From time to time you will smell some pencil shaving in here as well, but again it's very minimalistic, it's just a tiny amount. So overall, this is, for me, for my taste, is a very nice fragrance. The wifey didn't care for it that much. She thought there's something in here that doesn't agree with her, and I think that is the Indolic animalic part of it. Tiny, as I said, it's a very very small amount in here, but if you are sensitive to these things, you will pick it up. For me, beautiful. I absolutely adore this one. So although this is fresh to semi-fresh fragrance, I won't say it's for everybody. It's for people who know what they want, okay? And you need to know what you're buying, because you need to pay attention for what I described it, and also if it's possible, smell it yourself, because although the price is right, it's under £40, it doesn't break the bank. And for under £40, this is a very good fragrance for me, for my taste. I absolutely love it. I couldn't get enough of it. The last 2 days I was wearing it, and it's just mesmerizingly beautiful for me. But it's not for everybody. Definitely on the mature side, I would say 25 and up, maybe even 30 and up, because of that big florals in here, giving it a little bit of that, and also a little bit of soapiness in here, giving it that little bit of classical feel overall. Inevitably somebody will ask me what it reminds you of. Nothing. It's quite unique. Although there are millions of white florals perfumes out there, but I never smelled anything like this before, so it is a little bit on the unique side. Yeah, it is on the unique side. So no, I don't think this house, this brand, doesn't do copies anyway. They are very proud of their heritage. They've been around for more than 100 years in terms of making soaps and other things, so they're not going to copy anybody. But what they've done is, yeah, very very beautiful, at least for me, okay? So age, as I said, quite on the mature, 25 and up at least. In terms of season, this is, although it is better suited for warmer weather because it's quite fresh to semi-fresh, but you can get away with it in winter as well if you go heavy on the trigger. I wore it at the moment the weather is still cold, and I wore it for the last 2 days and I absolutely enjoyed it. Very very good. In terms of occasion, this is one of those Swiss Army knife, although it is a little bit on the opulent side and a little bit on the luxury side of things, but you can wear it anytime, anywhere, any season, I mean any occasion, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, formal, informal, anything you want. But it is leaning a little bit on the opulent and a little bit on the luxurious side of things. It smells very very luxurious soap basically. It's one of those very very high-end soap that you buy in a very high-end boutique, and this is their job actually. Their soaps are quite on the pricey side, they're quite on the expensive side because of that. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money and they smell great, and this one is definitely a hidden gem. Oh, by the way, it's got a tiny bit of fig feel as well, which is I was going to mention but I forgot. So tiny bit of greenness and fig feel as well. The fig is here is not one of those typical fig you smell in perfumes. It's a little bit on the different side, which is making it even more intriguing. So a little bit of figginess and a little bit of green aspect to it as well overall. Okay guys, don't forget to hit those buttons, like, subscribe, share this video with others. comment. All these things will help this channel to keep going, to survive, to bring you fragrances in future. If you want me to survive, you don't want me to survive, don't subscribe, don't like, don't do anything. Okay guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.